Yo, what's going on YouTube, and welcome to Goal Line Hockey. It's your boy Kevin Forte. Guys, we're taking a look at the Seattle Kraken, who is going to be the first head coach for the Seattle Kraken. We're going to be taking a look at that in this video. If you like what we're doing here at Goal Line Hockey, want to see the latest news around the NHL, guys, make sure to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe down below. Let's take a look at the potential coaching options for the Seattle Kraken. Alright, so before we get too far into this video, guys, want to give a quick plug to our Instagram and Twitter handles at goalline_hockey. Links will be in the description down below. Make sure to check out our latest podcast. We talk about the latest news around the league and answer your guys' questions from the YouTube comment section. So make sure to check that out. Maybe if you leave a comment, your question will be answered on next week's podcast. So with that out of the way, guys, let's get right into it. So the Seattle Kraken, we are less than a year away from the inaugural season of the Seattle Kraken. How many times am I going to say Seattle Kraken here? Going to have to play a little drinking game with that next time, but that's besides the point. The Vegas Golden Knights named their general manager 2 months before their expansion draft, which was obviously a big deal, and we saw the team kind of come together there in Vegas. It was a pretty big deal. It was pretty exciting what we saw out of Vegas. So what are we going to see from Seattle this time around? Now, obviously, we are not 2 months away from the expansion draft. It's 2021, probably sometime next summer at the conclusion of this coming season, which is probably why the Kraken are waiting to see what potential options are available at the head coaching position. Let's say they name Mike Babcock the head coach right now, and let's say John Cooper of Tampa is available. I'm not saying that's going to happen. Crazier things have happened, guys. Let's just say that happens. Or David Quinn out of New York, and they really like David Quinn. Now they already have locked themselves into Mike Babcock, and now they pull out and wait. So they are going to take their time. They're going to wait till the end of next season. They're going to see what the landscape is. Maybe they really like the Detroit Red Wings' Jeff Blashill, and they're waiting for Stevie Y to let him go. We're just going to have to wait and see what happens. So, what are the options? Well, for starters, you could... I don't think this will happen, but again, we live in a bizarre world now. So the chance that we see Gerard Gallant possibly go to another expansion team to the Seattle Kraken. He was let go by the Florida Panthers, left at the curbside, getting picked up by a taxi once he was fired from the Panthers. Got tons of media at that time when he was fired from the Panthers. Goes to the the Stanley Cup final in his first season with the Vegas Golden Knights, an expansion team, and a couple years later, bye-bye, see you later, you're gone. So now, Gerard Gallant is once again looking to prove everybody wrong that he is a good head coach. And could he do that with the Seattle Kraken, the 32nd NHL franchise? We're going to have to wait and find out. Another option that could be out there, I mentioned already earlier, the Toronto Maple Leafs head bench boss, who is now an ex-bench boss for the Maple Leafs, Mike Babcock. He had a lot of success in the late 90s, early 2000s with the Detroit Red Wings. They went on pretty much a big dynasty, one of the last real dynasties we've seen in the NHL. Nick Lidstrom, the Bertuzzi, there's that whole group that they had there in Detroit. As unfortunately, obviously they got old and everything like that, and he goes up to Toronto. Not the most success in Toronto, so he's looking to turn a leaf potentially in Seattle. Another interesting name I think that should be into question is Peter Laviolette. And my bad, guys. Peter Laviolette is with the Washington Capitals. I completely forgot about that. Another name that you might want to look at, though, I think this is a guy that nobody's really talking about, but I don't know. Maybe it's because, see, here's the thing, because if Sheldon Keefe of the Maple Leafs, this is something, again, he's still the head coach of the Toronto Maple Leafs, but I don't know. I have a weird feeling if things don't go well with Toronto and they blow up the roster, this offseason, Sheldon Keefe could be available once again. And if they let go of Kyle Dubas, if they let go of everything, again, I'm making the assumption that the Empire is going to fall there in Toronto. But I think Sheldon Keefe would be a great option behind the bench. But it really comes down to the more realistic options are Gerard Gallant and Mike Babcock. If you you want an old-fashioned guy, you get Mike Babcock. If you want a guy that's a little bit more player-friendly and things like that, maybe you go with a guy like Gerard Gallant. Bruce Boudreau is still available. He's another head coach. He had some moderate success across the NHL. You just look at these different names. I mean, there's other guys. Ralph Kruger up in Buffalo could be an option if the Sabres fall this year. There's a lot of different names that will be out there. Pete DeBoer, I think he's already been on the West Coast with the San Jose Sharks, so I think being replaced by Bob Boughner, that could be interesting there if Seattle looks at a guy like Pete DeBoer. So guys, let me know in the comment section down below. Who do you think will be the expansion inaugural season head coach of the Seattle Kraken? Let me know in the comment section down below. And if you like what we're doing here at Goal Line Hockey, want to see the latest news around the NHL, guys, make sure to give this video a thumbs up and a subscribe down below. Thank you so much for watching, and have a great day.